This is day 48, part 2, I believe. And it's going to be kind of a leisurely broadcast here. These things aren't sharp. Oh, there we go. So yeah, how's it going today? At home, just for tonight. Not at Pensick tonight because my daughter's got a horse show. Went and got the horse ready. I guess she's got some things she want to do over at her mom's. So we're hitting the tires today. Ooh, these tires are not like bolted down or nothing. Kind of like a, I don't know, an Ask Me Anything broadcast. I hate this sword. My good sword is, my sword I usually use is up at camp. I don't know why it looked like the broadcast just skipped or something. How's it going today, everybody? Chat's open. Anyone wanting to chat? Yo, let me know something. Ask a question. I don't know. What's up, everybody? Let's get some left-handed in. And we're still keeping track. This isn't the usual Pell that we're hitting every day, but it's the tires in the backyard. Got an axe here for, we'll hit it with the axe also tonight. Kind of like till dark do us part. It's gonna be dark soon. Once it's dark, I have to pack a whole nother truckload of stuff to take up to Pensick camp, including all my armor, all the things we haven't actually put in the camp yet. Hey, thanks for the likes. How's it going out there in normal land? I'm back to the normal life. Not at camp, not at the cool camp that y'all see me at for the whole last week. We are heading back tomorrow, just so you know. Who's that? Yo, Mike Snow. Hey, thanks for liking the live. Getting that red badge for liking the live. This is left-handed, by the way. A little goofy looking. Aha. We will. Yeah. So, slow-mo Rolo, yeah, basically. My last couple days on here actually been pretty decent. I've been streaming up from camp. It's just I'm stuck at home tonight. There's no reason I can't just keep hitting this Pell. Hey, what's up, Solar Shields, if you're there? Getting some hits on the Pell. This is not the usual Pell that we're usually using. Let's go back to the right hand. Man. Let's go back to the right hand. Man, that boy, that's a good workout left-handed. Hey, and Lion Lover, hey, thanks for getting the red badge for liking the live. Slow motion tricks. Well, let's see. What could we do? We could kind of spin. slow motion. Boom. I don't know. A slow motion spin, a slow motion 360. Ah, a slow motion aside, I don't know. A couple slow motion attempts. Oh, hey, if you check back my uploads, maybe the 4th upload back, I do have a slow motion of me drop kicking the dummy at camp. I see what you're saying. I thought you were talking about like pretend we're in slow motion hitting the tires here. The tires are not the typical thing I like to hit. However, I am stuck at home. Thanks for the follow. Who that? Hey, I have to scroll up to see. TT, what up? Thanks for that. For at least the whole next week, other than tonight, all my live streams are coming from up there at Pensick, where we're having a great time. But if you just tuned in, I was saying I had to come home today because my daughter's got a horse show, and we got the horses ready, and I'm not driving an hour back to camp just to wake up at 5 a.m. to go back. So we're going to keep it up to, hey, T-Talks, that's what it is. Thanks. Basically what we do is we hit a dummy, a practice dummy, with swords, and I got a total here. Let me grab the paper. Everything I usually have for my live stream is back up at camp. Oh, this is backwards. Let's switch that real quick. Oh. T-Talk, hey, thanks. Yeah, anything, anybody got any questions? I fight in armor. The camera app, what's the camera app? So I'm on an Android, if that matters. Is there a certain camera app? I'd love to know something that would at least allow me to put some kind of text over top. Like if I could update a running total for how many times I hit this thing, but that's where we're at. In 48 days, we're at 131,000 hits on this thing. I upload a highlight video every day, keeping track of it. One day we're going to hit 1 million. The camera comes pre-installed. That is this. The camera is what we're streaming through. Are you talking about some kind of app that's a little different? Like the TikTok Studio app or something? I don't know. Alright. Whoa. $15, $16, $17, I'm not on the camera, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30. Thanks for smashing that like button. Hey everybody, man, a lot of us hanging out just in my backyard tonight. Got any specific questions? We covered a thing about the app. I don't know what kind of app we could use to make this better. If there's anything on earth that anybody out there knows of where I could at least like add some graphics from an Android phone, something like that. I know like TikTok, there's a TikTok Studio, but it doesn't seem to offer me much. Get up there, tire. There we go. That's like 51, 52. We'll be back at camp tomorrow, don't worry. But at night, if you're in the SCA and you've tuned in, I have a very special guest. Oh, hey, T-Talks, thanks for smashing a like button. I see that now. Yo, hey. Anybody in SCA, I got a very special guest. I was hitting the practice dummy today. I just need to get her permission to upload it, and we'll have a really cool, like, special guest video that we'll upload. I think a lot of people would recognize if you're in the SCA. If there's anybody out there that has any questions, I'm hitting some leaves up above me apparently. Any questions on steel fighting? I've done some other kinds of sword fighting sports in the past. Thanks for smashing that button. I think it's about 80. We could be a little bit off. The thing with this axe on a tire is, boy, is it like to get launched back at you. I gotta watch it doesn't come like flying back and go bonk in my own noggin. Alright, and a couple extra. That way, because I sort of lost track on the first set. So that was over 100. We're just gonna write down a set of 100 though, everybody. Yo, T-Talks, thank you. I promise you that much cooler scenery, at least by Monday's upload. Monday. Yo! And, with a hoodie. Hey, what's up? Hey, thanks for also liking the live. Monday morning, 10 a.m. They're going to have all the heavy fighting from the SCA up at Pensick. I'll be live streaming it. It's going to be a lot of fun, I can tell you that. And what we're doing today, keeping track of this piece of paper. Up at camp, I have all my stuff. I'm kind of stuck here at home with just like, I grabbed this axe, this arming sword. I absolutely hate it. This is my least favorite sword that I own. They're not sharp. It's just like for steel fighting. You know, I fight in armor. Absolutely hate it. But my good swords are up at camp, so it's like, what am I gonna do? We're stuck in the backyard with these. This and this axe. Well, let me get these gloves on, because actually what will happen, no joke, I will get a blister from swinging these things around. Oh man, T-Talks, jeez, oh. Hey, if you're there, thanks. Wow, 1.2K. I tell you what, and that is all from you. I so much appreciate you hitting that button. For me, just sitting out here in my backyard talking. Anybody else, you got any questions about steel fighting? I don't know, like how to join, like what's it about? You want to talk about something else? How's the weather in Pennsylvania? I don't know. Any questions? Anybody got anything to talk about? Let me know. Making sure I don't miss any. Absolutely hate this sword. Absolutely hate this sword. It's what we're stuck with here now. So I actually have a really decent saber that I use for duels. Hey, is that a comment there? Monday sounds cool. Yeah. So here's what's gonna happen Monday. So I've been streaming from camp up at Pensick, and it's fighting with yo. So, I will tell you what, man. I hope well, first of all, Zwag, hey, thanks for the subscription. I tell you what, I tried to make it special, and I uploaded a sharp sword. Zwag, hey, thanks for the subscription. I tell you what, I tried to make it special, and I uploaded a sharp sword. The thing is, we all had a lot of bread water, and I would have made a whole edit out of the whole sword show and tell, but it was very obvious with our talking that it should probably not be uploaded, because Patty was in the background. You know, you could tell he drank a lot of bread and water. Hey, and yeah, howdy, what's up? So just to finish that one story, we're camping up in Pensick, and what they do is they fight with like wooden weapons, and a lot of people say it's LARPing, whatever. It's like a big game, but the thing is there's gonna be thousands of people out in the field at the same time. I guarantee you it will be entertaining. That starts Monday at 10. I'm basically gonna be like at the battlefield, and I'm going to live stream it. You'll see, I think Monday's the bridge battle. You'll see like thousands of people fighting to control like parts of the bridge. The main goal is to get through the bridge so you can flank the opposing armies and stuff. Swag, I'm stuck at home tonight. I think you might recall we were talking about how my daughter has a horse show. We went out and got the horses ready. I don't watch TV or nothing. I was like, I'll just go out in my backyard and hit the Pell. Nothing crazy though tonight. Everything cool that I own is camp. Not everything cool, but there's too many in my backyard and hit the Pell. Nothing crazy though tonight. Everything cool that I own is camp. Not everything cool, but there's too many things I have at camp where I'm not everything cool, but there's too many things I have at camp where I'm I'm stuck using it today. If I want to stream some arming sword hitting a Pell, I'm stuck with the sword that I hate the most. And see, the thing is, sometimes TikTok will tell you like somebody's login name instead of their screen name. I so recognize the avatar, but I understand there could definitely be someone else with a similar looking avatar. Alright. The reason I hate this sword is the sword balance on it. Check this thing out. If you want to know where the balance of a sword is, it's like all the way up here. So this is how far it is from the handle. So the sword wants to pivot like right here. See where we're at? That far away from the grip. Hey, thanks for smacking that like. Andy, E8, hey, Andy. Welcome back for one. Thanks for hitting that like button. So see where my finger is here? This sword wants to pivot there. So my favorite longsword, it is actually the balance is right here. So that whenever you're turning and you're say you're gonna swing a sword really fast and you see like, oh wait, instead of coming this way, I want to switch up and go like that, right? This sword, for me, is like impossible because it's so heavy towards the tip that if I want to like manipulate this like while I'm in motion, this tip of the sword is like so heavy. It's almost like, in a way, it's like swinging an axe, right? While I'm in motion, this tip of the sword is like so heavy. It's almost like, in a way, it's like swinging an axe, right? It's heavier towards the tip. That was so bad. Say I'm gonna come this way, I'm like at the last second. That was so bad. Say I'm gonna come this way, I'm like at the last second, like I want to come around and hit that way. Okay, very bad. The best sword balance, to me, in my opinion. Kamish, what's up, Kamish, man? Hey, if you're there, let me know, because I was reading it at Penn earlier. Like, look, we got an actual doctor in the house. I was interpreting an EKG live while we were at Penn. So if the sword balance is here, then what would happen is it would want to turn right on my hand. So if I wanted to come like that and do this hit like that, what would happen is I would not feel that this. I feel like there's a big circle out here that I'm fighting. When the point of balance is so much closer, it feels more like it's just around my hand. So I'm only like manipulating my wrist or something. Does that make sense? That's why I hate the sword. The point of balance is so far forward. And you know, I know I left off, I was at least over 50, so we're gonna keep on hitting this. Anybody in chat, hope you're having a good time talking swords. Anything else you want to talk about, let me know. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're gonna get another couple hundred hits on this Pell tonight. You're with me till it's dark. We're together till it's dark. What's up, Alabaster? What's up, Matthew Z? Hey, thanks for hitting the like button. What's up, Chris? Everybody just tuning in, hanging out, just popping through. We're hitting some tires with some swords. We're gonna get the axe out for a minute, because why not? I'm gonna keep talking until someone wants to chat about something. We'll just talk about some random stuff. This is part 2 of day 48. We had a whole big tour of Pensick this morning. It was great. Basically, I woke up at 10 o'clock exactly. Came out of my tent. I looked around. I was like, I better start hitting this dummy if I want to get any strikes in on the dummy today. We got 1,000 earlier. If I can get like 1,000 tonight before it gets dark, that'd be great. Get up there, tire. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We're gonna try and straighten this up a little bit. Basically, the next 3 days, 4 days, sorry, after tomorrow, the next 3 or 4 days after that, you'll catch all the heavy fighting action at Pensick on this channel. Not exactly all of it, because they do have like some mini like recreation battles and stuff. Yo, Fiacha, hey, what's up? I'm stuck at home for tonight. That's the bad thing about living close to Pensick, is sometimes there's things to do, and I'm at home tonight. Tomorrow night I'll be back on camp up at Pensick at about, probably about 9 p.m. Don't know if I'll be hitting any dummies tomorrow. I actually have, I had a really cool guest hit the Pell. So, you know, being in the SCA, you know, if you do know your SCA people, I just needed her permission to upload it, which I'm sure she'll let me do. And you might recognize her, our guest that we had earlier today hitting the Pell. $24, $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30, $31. After this set, we're going to break out that sword again. Oh yeah, there we go. Anybody want to chat, change the topic, feel free to leave a question, drop a comment, something you want to talk about. I fight in steel armor. After this Pensick, really decided I think I'm going to take the lead out here in Ethelmark and try and be their SCA steel fighting guy. Whew. If that happens, I guess I'll have some more responsibilities. I have 4 tournaments coming up. As always, you can always see all my fight footage on this channel. In the middle, it's mostly me hitting a dummy. Oh, and Eddie Rose again. Eddie, I'm stuck at home tonight. I came into town. Like, I don't live far from Pensick, right? So we went out to eat dinner. I went to a restaurant like this. You know, people don't even really look like anymore. Sometimes people look and be like, man, why is that guy dressed up? Or say, are you going to the Ren Fair or something? And I'm just like, nah, man. These are my clothes. This is at from the very first Pen 6 stream we did. I still have that leech on me that we got. The girl with the plague mask was passing out the clothespins. So, you know, during the week I'll find someone else to clip. I'll clip it on their bag or something. You know what I mean? It's all fun stuff. Last night we went to a donut party, and then I went to a hot dog party, which is basically eating hot dogs. Don't get your mind in the gutter out there. So the donut party was great. There's this camp up in Pensick. There's just two girls that run it. There's only 2 in the whole entire camp, and they had a party with a full bar, and they're making hot dogs. They're making donuts, fresh donuts on a stick. Not actual, like, they weren't always like circles, but they're kind of like, you know, the donut holes. Is that what you call them these days? Did someone leave a comment? Oh, Marvel Man, thanks for the follow. Anybody out there, even if you hit the like button, you know, the follows, all that stuff, appreciate it tonight. And if you're new, just remember I said starting at 10 a.m. Monday, we're going to have actual SCA heavy combat footage on here. Hey, and thanks for hitting that like. Who that be? Marvel Man, thank you. Oh, and thanks for getting the actually the #1 red badge for hitting the like button in this segment of the live. Anybody got something you want to talk about? Let me know. In the meantime, I'm just gonna keep talking, hitting these tires. I'll keep talking about the night. So the line for the donuts, as you can imagine, can be pretty long. They can only make a certain number of donuts at once. So my friend who is with me was waiting in line for over 15 minutes for donuts. He's like, I'm heading back to camp. I was like, yeah, I feel ya. I can imagine, you know, you don't want to stand here for a half hour waiting for donuts. So I thought he went back to camp. I got a drink. I was leaving probably about 10 minutes after he left, and someone I've been talking to at Pensick, she happened to just, thankfully I wore a decent, nice outfit. My style last night was like on point, and I was walking out the door, and I walked right into her, and I was like, oh. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, what are you doing? I was like, you know, they got donuts here. I was like, this is the donut line. She's like, yeah, you know, want to get some donuts. So we waited in the donut line. We got all the way to the front. They had 1 donut left, and it was me and her. I was like, all yours. She's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. Even though I was like in front of her, I was like, go for it. She's like, then I walked out of line. She's like, oh, she's like, you're not gonna get any donuts. I was like, well, I was not in line for donuts. I was in line to hang out with you. Then we signed this banner, and then we got on my way. I got on my way. You know, she went out with like her camp was on a little walk. That's what you do at this place at night. You can walk around, find stuff to do. I thought my campmate had went back to camp. I walked 15 minutes back to my camp. He's not there. I'm like, huh. All right. I get out Messenger. I should have checked that freaking app before I even walked back to camp. He's like, come down the hill. I'm at a carnival. I was like, oh, all right. Well, geez. I really didn't want to go back out. I was like, are you with anybody? He said no. I was like, all right, I'll be down. Don't want to leave my campmates rolling solo, especially the carnival. He's like, it's straight down the hill from where we were at. He said, listen for the music and look for the games. I'm like, all right. I go back down there. In the middle of the street. Maybe not the middle, but on the side of the street, they have this tree stump, right? And this game, and what the game is, for everyone who's playing, you pound a nail a little, you know, far enough into the stump where it's not going to get knocked out or maybe not bent over immediately. There are 4 people playing. You get a hammer. What you have to do, you go around, you take the hammer, you flip it. As soon as you catch it, you hit somebody's nail, and you have to bury someone's nail all the way even or whatever with the stump. And once it's buried, they're out. If there's a spark, the rule was to drink. So I'm like, here's the games. I go over, I'm watching it, right? They just explained the rules. I'm the first person in line. There's like maybe 30 of us standing around watching. First guy flips a hammer. If you drop the hammer, you get 3 strikes and you're out. Flip the hammer, catches it, hits one. The next guy gets the hammer, flips the hammer, hits the nail. I went, ooh, spark. Like everyone like looks at me. I was like, there's a spark. I'm like, I thought you said there's a spark. You all got a drink. Now I'll turn around, go back to playing. I was like, dude. Looking at me like, what the heck? Like I'm an idiot. They just said the rules, what happens with the spark. Anyway, so they kept playing the game. I'm texting my friend. He's like, I'm at the games. I'm like, I'm at the games too. Turns out there were 2 camps with games. But anyway, went over there. Really cool camp. They had games over there. I really didn't play them, but the best thing was it was hot dogs. And it's always nice to leave a tip at a camp. But I must have had a whole 6-pack of hot dogs. They had some that were smoked. They had some that were charbroiled. They had some that were just kind of like, it looked almost like they were barely done in 3 different containers, and you kind of pick which way you want your hot dogs done. Give them a tip for it, you know. Yay, what's up, 53511 Dan? What's up, Annabelle? What's up, John? What is up? Solomarolo. Hey. You want me to talk about more camp stories? I can do that. Chat's up if you want to chat. You want to change the topic. What's up? So we basically stayed down there till, I don't know, it's like 11 o'clock or something. Come back to camp, hang out a little bit, go to bed, wake up. It was kind of a long day though, because earlier in that day, if you look back, oh yeah, my buddy, you can click on my little icon up here, and the recent video I have with my buddy wearing his Spider-Man outfit to this party down at the Pirate Bar. It was great. He made it all himself, by the way. This is kind of a more chill workout. I usually don't hit these tires too hard. One thing I found with these tires, you hit the tires, there's a lot of impact that goes through these swords and things. And I found when I hit it with my axes, sometimes the axe heads end up loose. So I'm just kind of like sort of chill hitting it. I know a lot of times, probably most people are new here, but usually with donations, I speed it up. I do a really heavy duty quick set, but we really can't do that on these things today. Oh, Melissa, what's up? How's it going tonight? Whoop, the axe just fell. I'm straightening up these tires with my good posture. Straighten them up. You know what we'll probably do? I'll do a left-handed set after this. Hey, who be hitting that button? Let's find out and give you a shout out. Oh, I got a Blue Knight. Hey, I'm stuck at home. Man, that's the bad thing about living close to Pensick. I'm at home tonight. Yeah, Bobby D, I guarantee you there will be a lot more Bobby D content either in the lives or highlights on this channel. But I have a couple Bobby D videos that I uploaded. If you want to check them out, they're not too far back in my uploads. But yeah, like, I camp with Bobby D, like, I've been camping with him at Pensick for, I think this is year 4. He asked me to come camp with him. I was like, heck yeah. So that's the bad thing about living close to Pensick, is that I'm at home tonight, but I'll be back on site tomorrow, probably about like, I'm guessing by like 9 p.m., probably 10 p.m. at the latest. Probably too late to get any kind of live streaming. But I tell you what, Bobby wanted to do something where we just like sat around and talked. So keep an eye out. Maybe we might have a late night stream where we just sit around and talk, like me, Bobby D, maybe Kuhn and Sydney, and you know, I don't know, maybe some people passing through around the fire. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But that could be a possible stream. Bobby is like, we should just sit around this fire and talk on the live. I was like, yeah. I was like, we could. I could maybe even sit in a chair and just hit the dummy like this, but that would be kind of dumb. I don't get sick too much, but if I do ever have a sick day on here, you might see me sitting or laying in bed, just still hitting the dummy like this from laying down. Hey, everybody's just tuning in. How's it going tonight? You're with me till it's dark. That's definitely got to be another set of 100. There we go. I should be at Pensick. There's my badge. But unfortunately, we're stuck at home for the night. Pensick 52. How about that? Ricky, what's up, top tier? Alright. That's the goal. If I could get another 500, it'd be fabulous because I only got 1,050 today. The nice thing about camp is there's cool stuff to do besides just stream hitting the Pell, you know what I mean? So we were walking around some days. Today we took a couple trips up to the storage container, all that cool stuff. What's up, Joe? It's just like never gonna have a live stream up at Pensick with me just doing the million hits in a year or less. We'll probably always have something come up. Like today we had to go to that storage container, which is fun. We had some good content, driving around, talking, seeing what's going on around camp. It's getting dark. Ooh, listen to the bass. Yo, hey, who's that? What's up, DZ? What's up, Swizz, Mixer, Jason, Joe, still on the what's up thing. What's up, Stagal 49? Oh, thanks for the follow. We'll have much better background than my fence during the rest of the week. Well, like I said, I'm just stuck at home tonight. I'll be back at camp tomorrow with better scenery. We'll actually have all the actual cool SCA things to hit the dummy with probably, because everybody's at camp now and War Week is starting. I'm sure someone will let me use something cooler than my plastic swords that I usually train with on the dummy. Actually, let's get this sword out. Not the sword, we got the sword. Let's get this axe out for a little bit. Here we go. David, what up? What's up, Warren? I guess I should get on the camera a little better. Man, what's up, Dave? What's up, Apple user? Luke, what's up? Shooting for 1,000 hits on the tires tonight with our little notepad here. Whoop. We're at 600. Trying to get 1 million in a year or less on the Pell. Pell doesn't necessarily mean the dummy. If you're used to my channel where we're hitting the dummy all the time, a Pell can be this. It could be the tree stump that I hit sometimes. These are the tires. I should actually make a tire Pell. I should have a permanent Pell in the backyard. I do have a decent heavy bag, but I don't like to hit that with this because this thing kind of rips through the bag. Even the carpet. Don't you go anywhere. There we go. I think I got some sunburn. I can feel in the back of my neck. And why am I hitting this with an axe? Because I'm trained to hit people in the armor with an axe. My favorite one right here. It even has some little hearts carved into it. Alright, left off at 40. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. It's good. It's good to get this motion in. This straight up and down overhead motion. Let me straighten these out a little bit here. As I often don't hit the dummy straight onto the top. Man, it's like a party across the street. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's getting loud. Huh. Maybe I should go over later. See what's up with the neighbors. Alright. Hey, Mikey, Brown, Pete, Dan McGuire. Oh, better write. I'll write that set down after. I gotta write in a whole 100 that we did. Oh man. Featherfall, what's up? If you're there, hey, like this I'm stuck at my house tonight. It looks like there's a, oh, the sword kind of catches an orange glow. This is kind of a chill one though. It's like, I'm just hitting the tires tonight. I got a whole 100 to write down. Hey, thanks for the like. Hey. What's going on? Hope you're having a good night. I don't even know what time zone you live in. I appreciate the likes. Oh man, I appreciate it. I can't hit this tire thing as much as usual like I do on the other dummy for the gifts. The thing is, this thing like really kind of sucks to hit hard because it's tires. But we'll give you some. Let's see, what can we do special? I don't know. Can we do anything special? Oh, I don't know. A good axe set. How about that? I appreciate it, Feather. And I uploaded a decent subscriber video today too, by the way. I was trying to think of some things to do, like for subscribers, to kind of. So I'm going to try and get some good content from Pensick that I can keep uploading. So at least like for the next couple weeks, the subscriber videos ought to be ought to be fire, I hope. But I uploaded one today of a sword. My buddy at camp had a sword we were checking out. Alright, here we go. Okay, for all those roses, we're going to do a really good set of this. Like I was saying earlier, I missed because I don't hit the dummy straight up and down all the time. So we're going to focus on that. I'm going to try and just rip through some hits on these tires. And I still have 100 to write down on the paper. We'll see how many we can get. That's what we'll do. And I'm going to keep checking chat to make sure we don't miss anybody. Hey! Looks like we got some more boo hurt people that might be passing through. Alright, here we go. $19, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30. Ooh, it's getting dark. 36, 37, get up there, tire. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 50. Get up there, tire. 60. I think I'm keeping a good track today. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything in chat. That should be 70. Not the punch, but the hey, Armored AF. Ah, thank you, thank you. Everybody also, Armored AF. Awesome. Even all the promotional videos for Armored AF is awesome. I am stuck, Armored, I am stuck at home tonight. My daughter's got a horse riding show. We're missing the whole SCA opening stuff this weekend. But it is what it is, I mean, right? That's why I miss so many fights. All the cool fights happen when she has a horse competition. $80. 90. Alright, there's 100. We're gonna keep rolling. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything in chat. No, not yet. Alright. Thank you also, Armored AF, for hitting the button. Oh! Who sent that? Feather fell. Fall. I keep saying fell in my mind. Feather fall, thank you for the heart me. Do. Well met on this app. These don't count yet. I'm just trying to scoot this over. Thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it. This is like something I never thought would actually maybe be any cool. Like I didn't think this would be cool at all. Just hitting dummies and tires with swords and things. So I appreciate that you're hanging out. I was talking about the donut party last night. Anyone got anything to talk about? I'm gonna check chat in 1 second. That should be like 130. I don't know. Uh-oh. That should be like 150. I'm gonna switch to a filter. Might help boost the. Thank you. Oh, Adrian. So, I possibly do, but very possibly might not have a fight on the 6th. This may change the look of my face. I don't care how my face looks. I might have like eyeshadow on or freckles. Yes, I have eyeshadow on now. But the important thing is that the color's better. Y'all can see me a little better. I don't know how to adjust other things on here. I just picked the eye makeup one. I know usually it makes it look a little better. So on the 6th, I may have a fight. I may not. The thing is, I need an authorization, right? For fighting with steel weapons at Pensick or in the SCA in general. So if I can't fight at this tournament because I don't have a steel weapons authorization, I will at least stream it. If I'm fighting, I guarantee you I'm going to lose because it's against Samurai. Sam, you know Sam Ari, the really awesome fighter who always wins gold medal every event that he enters with longsword. So that'll be some good content. Now if I can't fight because I don't have an auth, well, I'll at least stream it. Hey, and Joseph, what up? Thank you for liking live. I think we're like 160. I think we're at 170. If anybody disagrees, speak now or forever hold your peace. You're with me till it's dark out here. Uh-oh, we lost it. That was like 135. I mean, 105. 305 total. I said we were at 170. I did 35, so it's 105 plus a few hundred right down it. Now there's some more intense sets there that y'all can thank Featherfall for the gifts, because I wasn't trying to hit that thing that fast. Club cheers. I never even saw that. Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna have another good set for you. There's a let me see how this looks. There's a helmet on top of here. Is that too loud? Well, the other thing too, besides being too loud, it shakes the camera. So let's not do that. I don't know. I think we're just doomed to hit the tires. There's a helmet on top here. The camera is strapped to my Pell at home. My other Pell, my wooden Pell. That's probably super loud and super annoying when I hit it and the whole camera goes like this. Well, now let's see. I guess we'll keep hitting this. First, let's write these sets down. Then Feather keeping the pace up. We're gonna do another set there, a good set. So we're at 905 according to my best estimate. I did actually, before I got on, should I go and get some water now? Like, I actually feel fine. I had a couple before we started. But you know what? Yes. Let's actually go. We'll get some. Hang on. Come with me real quick. We're going inside. We're at my house. That camp that I've been at the last couple days is literally like, it's an hour from that camp where I live. So that camp that I've been at the last couple days is literally like, it's an hour from that camp where I live. So like I was saying, sometimes I even have to work. I work at a hospital and I keep an extra set of scrubs in my locker. So I show up in all this stuff and everyone's like, oh, it's that time of the year with that camp, huh? I'm like, yep, it is. Let me turn on the lights real quick. Hey, let's check out in here. Let's see if Jimmy's up. I don't think Jimmy's up. Seamstress has been here to see Jimmy. So Jimmy has been on his own for days. Jimmy is due for, that's the water bottle, whole new water change for 4 days. Jimmy's been here. Jimmy can usually be good on his own for 5 days. The only bad thing is there's this hole. Jimmy. The only bad thing is Jimmy starts to forget us. Jimmy doesn't like people in general. I don't see him anywhere in there. But Jimmy's our rescue hamster. I'm just going to leave this light on because I got to remember as soon as we're done to change his water and stuff. Jimmy has made a couple appearances on live. We had another rescue hamster, Mango, who I don't know how old the rescue hamsters are. It's the thing. We get these hamsters and they could be like over a year old. The people don't know. We don't know. So hopefully Jimmy's got a lot of time with us, but you never know. If Jimmy comes out, if the hamster alarm goes off, we'll come. Do you? Oh, that's awesome. Rats are the best too. Well, I don't know. We always just have small pets. The other thing too, I can't keep like a cat or a dog because I go on these sword fighting trips, you know, and I can't keep coming back. We'll take this out, Feather. We'll take this outside. And I'm going to do that set before it starts to get too dark. I owe you a set for that donation. That's a cool one. I never saw the club donation. Sometimes when I start talking fast, it might be hard to understand too if anybody's new here because I'm not the most clearest speaker in the world. Yeah. Hey, man. Timothy White. Yes, we're not gonna raid a castle, but we're gonna hit some tires with an axe, and pretend that we're raiding a castle like that. There's a firefly. Anybody? Let's see if we can catch it. Not catch it, but catch it lighting up. You see it? Oh, look at that! It actually lit up. Come on, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Well, did you all see that? Haha, that was perfect timing. If no one ever saw a lightning bug or a firefly, well, we just did. Maybe that should... yes, that could be the subscriber highlight of the day. If Jimmy comes out, Jimmy can be a highlight too. I think Jimmy stays put. Jimmy doesn't like coming out. Jimmy stays put. Jimmy doesn't like coming out. Jimmy doesn't like people. From his past, you know, being a rescue hand. Through the hurt, what's up? Through the hurt, or anybody out there. If y'all are anybody streaming later tonight, through the hurt, or anybody out there. If y'all are anybody streaming later tonight, give it another like 20 minutes or something once it gets dark. And you can't see me on the live anymore. If anybody's streaming, I'll be tuning in. Would you have names for your rats, Feather, if you're there? Or if not, I can ask later. No big deal if you're not. Don't ever feel obligated to be like, drop what you're doing to reply. Oh, all right, yeah. Don't ever, like I tell everybody, no pressure. Don't ever feel like if I'm talking, I say her name. I know a lot of times people are busy or doing something, but I'm talking, I say her name. I know a lot of times people are busy or doing something, but if you'd like to disclose, do your rats have names? I'm gonna hit this. We got a good set for you for that donation. Here we go. About 25. And by the way, my next fight though, if I don't fight on the 6th, my next event is like August 31st, where I'm fighting at Dragon Con. Thanks for hitting the like button. Make sure we didn't miss anything in the chat. Yes, big. What's up, Unc Doom? You can, although I am at home, but I always have this disclaimer, don't do this at home. Just if anyone's wondering, this isn't sharp. This is what we hit each other with, though, in armor. Oh, Feather. Thank you for that. Now, Malik just invited me to co-host, but I don't know Malik, so I won't. Malik, if you're there, let me know. Because the thing is, half the time you get that little request, and then they're never there anyway. Oh, no, yeah. So, if you want to check it out, up here where my axe is, I have a couple examples of what I do. Fighting in armor. One of my cage matches and in one of our team fights. I totally lost track of how many we were on there. I do that all the time. So what we will do is just start over. I fight in armor. It's my main hobby. Sport, as you would call it. And basically, I like to swing these axes and things very often so that my arms don't get tired. I was going to put my armor on tonight to do it, but it was getting a little late and I decided against it. Uh-oh. It's like when I get close, the effect, see, it's like it lightens up. Let's see if we can keep it going. I don't know why it gets darker. If it can see me. Huh. Yeah, oh, yeah, if you want to, most of my content is me just doing this in between fights, but yeah, I upload all my fights. When I go to events, I stream the events on here. I don't stream to YouTube or anything anymore. I used to, but I'm kind of over YouTube. I've complained about it on TikTok so many times. Let me, we were on like 30. Oh, hey. And Unc, hey, thanks for getting a gifter badge there, for hitting the like button. Much appreciated. I am at Pensick. B, what's up? So my daughter, all right, I gotta remember, we were on like 30. My daughter has a horse show tomorrow in the morning. I'll be back at Pensick tomorrow night. The bad thing about living next to Pensick is when there's stuff going on, like, I don't have an excuse to say, oh, you know, like, we don't have an excuse to say, yeah, we can't go to this show. So my daughter jumps horses like competitions, and today we had to come back to get her horse washed and ready, get all the stuff together. So I left Pensick around 2, and then drove home. I live nearby, you know what I mean? Hey, nice, thanks, Unc. So, yeah, that's the thing too. Like last year at Pensick, she had cheer, like for 2 weeks, and like every freaking day I drove back and forth because I just wanted to spend time with her at Pensick, you know. So like every morning we'd eat breakfast at camp, we'd leave, we'd come back, we'd get back at like 2 p.m. like every day. I don't live super close, but I live like, you know, I can get to my house in 40 minutes. I say an hour because usually it takes an hour because I drive. I usually drive a little bit under the speed limit. Alright, this should be about 50. I'm trying I'm trying to get through this set for Feather Falls donation. I'm like, I'm gonna do a good crazy set. We're getting there. Let me finish the set and I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, more Pensick talk. I'll be back there tomorrow night. Maybe if I was closer to it. Now you can kind of see me. I'll adjust the stand. That's 100. I have used a battle axe one time. If you're talking about like the battle axe with 2 hands. Man, if I could remember the guy's name who used to use one on TikTok, I'd link you to it, but I can't remember. One of the funniest clips for fighting in armor. 'Tis but a scratch, except for from a battle axe. My buddy Rafal, and he's older than me. I'm 46, by the way. I might not look it. It's not because of this filter with the makeup. So my friend Rafal, he's got to be like 55 years old or something. And what happened was, we're fighting in armor, right? They had something happen, everybody stopped. There's a marshal, a referee, and they stopped everything, right? So he's standing there up against the rail, the list. You call the thing you fight in a list. And he's standing there, and he didn't hear that they said go or fight. So this guy with the big 2-handed battle axe, like just bonks him in the head, and he like just collapsed. This sport has a very high pain tolerance. If you watched or saw my clip, my daughter hit me with a 2-handed axe in the chest out here last week, and actually, she knocked me out like of the wind out of my chest. Goal accomplished. Thanks, Feather, for actually creating the intensity to get 2,000 already. I might move this. I don't know. When it gets too dark, we're kind of just screwed. Maybe I'll just use the sword so I can stand closer. Yeah, I've used his axe one time. Yeah, it's like it's full contact. It's not scripted. It's basically hit each other. Tin Man, what's up? Hit each other as hard as you want. All right. Oh, Feather. Well, thank you too. Thanks for the gift. If you haven't noticed, or if you do, in the highlight videos, like up where all the subscribers get, even if you're not around for a live stream or nothing, I'll make the highlight video. All subscribers are always in it. Even if you never came back, you'd still be in it as a subscriber. And I'll try and think of some cool, more subscriber content, subscriber only videos. Now that we're kind of rolling, you know, and have some subscribers, I feel like we can make some exclusive content just for us, like maybe some cool conversations with some of the armored fighters I have, or maybe funny stuff from Pensick or whatever. But yeah, we'll have some cool stuff for that. Well, you too, and I hope you have a good rest of the night or day, because I don't know what time zone you're in. Oh man, thank you, much appreciated. Well, for that, we're going to keep up this intensity. Don't feel obligated to stick around. I'm just going to get us. We're going to hit this thing a good amount of times though to wrap up the rest of those gifts. I hate this sword, by the way, everybody who tuned in and haven't heard me complain about it earlier. This is my least favorite sword, but all my good stuff is up at camp, and I don't have it here, so I'm sitting using this sword, which I absolutely hate. Thanks for hitting the like button, everybody. Thanks for even tuning in, hanging out, everybody. It's getting dark, though. Oh, big comment. All right, I was about 30. Let's read it real quick. Oh, good question about the costume armor. And not two good questions. All right, I'm just going in order. We'll try and cover them kind of quick, but efficiently. So, you cannot have costume armor specifically in Boohurt International. There's a couple of different leagues. The league that I fight in, everything has to be freaking 100% historically accurate. Your weapons even have to match your armor. The shields, you can't paint goofy stuff on your shields. This shield is solid green because I colored a checkered pattern, and I showed up to an event, and the guy inspecting all the armor and shields and swords, he's like, "Hey man," he's like, "that's a Viking pattern." I was like, "What is a Viking pattern?" He said, "Your shield with that quartered," it was like, I drew an X, and green, white. He's like, "That's for Vikings on a round shield." I was like, "I never heard of that." I was like, "Dark Souls has a shield that's like red and white," and he's like, "Nope, doesn't pass." He's like, "You drove 10 hours to get to this event, I'll let you use it." I was like, "I appreciate that." I was like, but to pay back, I will actually just paint it green. So I painted the whole thing green. They're that picky about it. However, in the other leagues, you could have like a Praise the Sun logo. Somebody fought with a thing that said it had a freaking Star Wars logo on it, on his back. Like, people have there's a couple of people have like Boba Fett paintings for their helmets on those Barboot helmets. So you get a little bit of leeway in some of the other leagues where you can kind of decorate like that, but you really can't. You can't show up with like Warhammer armor or something. You know what I mean? It has to be created from something specifically that's documented in like manuscripts, paintings, sculptures, things like that. And the other question, I got to get to it because it got off the screen, about attempting to train your body to be able to swing sword easier or a different purpose. So, Munch, if you're still there, I train basically the same movements all the time. I've learned in this sport, and sometimes people agree or don't agree with me. Yeah, could you imagine showing up in a Warhammer armor? Besides it be so cool, but at the same time, they just don't let us do it. They may have a fantasy league one day that people talk about, but if you think, sometimes armor, it could be $8,000-$10,000 for a set of armor like that that's functional to be able to take hits. It's getting the lights kind of going away. So let me say, I will tell you this, Munch, if you're still there, a lot of this fighting in armor, the sport that I do, it's a time limit. So it's how many blows can he land in like a minute, right? I do. They're inside, but this is my favorite axe with the little hearts in it. Oh. This is a shorter axe, but the axe that I usually use is almost as tall as me, and it's got a bigger head, and it's a lot heavier. I found in this sport, when you're using a sword, thanks, appreciate it. The points, so in the duels, you're landing weapon strikes for a point, so that's a point. A point. If you're doing the MMA version, like punches are points, punches, kicks, headbutts, throwing people on the ground. You can fight on the ground, all for points. For the duels that I generally do, though, a weapon strike is a point, and I found basically just doing this, hit, pull back, hit, pull back. While people will say that like that's an ugly form, and it kind of is, but I found that doing the fancier stuff, where I may like, one of the easiest ways I think to switch sides or to hit, say I'm going to hit over here, the easiest way for me to do it again is to drop my elbow and just bring around like that, right? All this fancy stuff. And I found that by doing the fancy stuff, I get hit more often, because I had this discussion with someone here today. They're like, you're not following through. But if I follow through and you're fighting in armor, as soon as my sword gets here, you know, I might have a shield, but I'm kind of just going to get hit again in return. So I found just short chops like this over and over, coming down from the top or straight ahead, are basically the ways to go. Just so everybody knows, we're probably going to get off here in a couple of minutes, because I said till dark do us part, and we can almost not see me. Yeah, they actually just increased the maces. And like I'm saying, anybody want to check out, kind of up here, if you click on my channel, I have a couple pinned videos. One of my cage matches, one of like us fighting at the Arnold on a team, 5-on-5s. Hey, and thanks for the follow. Just so you know, Monday morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm streaming the SCA fighting, like huge mass battles on my channel every morning at 10 a.m. New York City time. And but most of my content right now is live streaming, hitting this dummy. All right, this is gonna be the last set, just so everybody knows. Thanks for smashing that like button. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. Can y'all even see me hitting this? All right, last set, everybody, just so we know. It is like about 9 p.m. I'm stuck at my house. I swear to you, the next live stream should have much better background. We'll be back at medieval camp. Alright, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like, I don't even know if you can tell on the camera. I'm actually kind of switching directions and stuff as we go. Probably not. So we'll make this the last one. You can hear it though. Everyone here are witnesses that we're hitting the tires. We're hitting the dummy 1 million times in a year. I think it's 25. I'm not just gonna shut it off. I'm gonna make sure I answer all the questions. Any questions you got, don't forget to drop them here before we get off. I won't just leave. We'll answer them. But as far as hitting the Pell, we're past dark, and I need them all to be documented, so that one day I will say, hey, we hit the Pell 1 million times in a year. And people will say, no, you didn't. And I'll say, yeah, I did. All of these broadcasts, by the way, I just upload the whole thing up to YouTube as a backup. Hang on, we're getting there. I'm going to get to chat. Let me hit this. Alright, that should be about 50. I'm going to get the axe out. Maybe you can see the axe a little bit better. Kinda. I'm looking, all I see is the axe coming back. Alright, hold on. Ugh. It's hard to see. I think that's about 70. So 9, 80 is probably more than that, but I sort of miscount sometimes when I'm talking to chat. That'd be like probably 90, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, and just a couple. In case we miss a count. All right, let's go into the light area, and I will make sure we answer all the questions. It is getting mad dark. I do have an outside light, but I hit the goal for tonight. Let me show you what the goal is. We hit the goal, everybody. I'm wearing my medieval outfit from earlier today still. But we'll make sure, I want to make sure I answer everything in chat, because I'm not someone who, like some of these streamers and stuff, I watch these lives, they don't even acknowledge people who talk. I want to make sure I answer everything in chat, because I'm not someone who, like some of these streamers and stuff, I watch these lives, they don't even acknowledge people who talk. Like, unless they donate even sometimes, it's like ridiculous. Alright, let's get these, hey, whew, yeah. My medieval outfit, but I have Adidas shoes on. Alright, let's see, we're going to make sure we answer all the questions before we go. So that is, I have all the cool stuff back at camp, so we did keep track of it today. Another 1,105 hits on the Pell. So we're at 132,000, everybody. All right, let's make sure. Oh, 80. Oh, man, Aiden, I'm sorry. I didn't see those roses till just now. Are you still there? No. Ah, dang it. See, I get mad about that. I'm going to take a screenshot, and I'm going to try and at least send a message to say thanks. If I can look them up. See, I hate, like, missing that stuff. All right. Let's see. What did we miss? Okay, just making sure we didn't miss anything. Oh, I was talking about maces now, because people are using longer maces these days. Actually, I believe they increased the maximum weight you can have on a mace, which is kind of bad news for me because I hate getting hit by maces. Yo, oh man, Unc, hey, thank you for getting, geez, we got 6K. That's much appreciated for that. That's awesome, and thanks for the share. Huh. All right, let me just make sure we miss anything else there. Nice. Oh man, yeah. All right, that's awesome. So just so you know, tomorrow my daughter has a horse show. I probably won't have a live, but starting Monday, 10 a.m. New York City time, we'll be streaming all the mass battles up at Pensick. But yeah, I appreciate it. If you do want to come back for that, it's going to be a lot earlier than today. About 11 hours earlier than this broadcast. But anyway, hey, well, thanks for sticking around to the end. And everybody just tuned in. Oh, Christian at the last second. Let me just say hi to Christian real quick before we go. Hey, what's up, Storm? And thanks, Christian, for the like. Let me get this eye makeup off. That was so the live stream would show up a little better. Besides the eye makeup, it makes the background a little lighter. It helped when it was dark. There we go. All right. So, yeah, I'll be back at camp tomorrow night. Yo, you too. It's good to see you, Christian, at the last minute there. And Ankh, thanks for the likes. Christian, thanks for the likes at the last second. Yeah, I guess we'll see you shortly. Always stay tuned. We got a lot of content to do in a year to hit that thing 1,000,000 times. See you soon, everybody. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.